What's up, friends? Empress Dannie here, back with another episode of the Daily Grind. Yes, that's right. Pouring you up a nice hot cup of joe. Going to get your day off to a bright and beautiful start. Let's check in and get today's messages. A very jovial, supportive, engaging energy. So you could be engaging with others today. You could be, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. There could be some energy of like getting together, gathering, but it feels like for good reason. Some of you, this is getting back together. There could be reasons, right? Your joy is coming back. Opportunities could be coming back around, things like that, things beginning to come together is kind of what it feels, and it could certainly like lift your spirits in one way or another. Some of you could certainly be just kind of like feeling um, connected again. So if you felt disconnected in any way, sometimes it's like, Spirit, I can't hear you, right? Where's the voice? What do I do next, right? Where's an adult, right? So you could be feeling more connected in one way or another today for whatever reason. Let's see. Yeah, this feels like it perhaps has to do with a certain house of life or space of life um, that I don't know. I kind of get like you simply had to wait for things to mature. This could even be other people needing to mature in whatever this area is. I have to say, I'm kind of getting an energy of like, when you talk about like savings account, investment accounts, in order to see yield, you have to give it an opportunity to mature. So there could be some things like that. It's also this energy of like divine flow or all things in flow. So sometimes it's almost like there's not, the current hasn't caught up yet. This could be like someone hasn't gotten the news, which could be you, right? Or like you have to maybe wait for like something to circulate. I'm kind of getting this energy of like submersion to make its way through to sink in some regard or another. So you could find that something is kind of like sinking in for you. I'm also getting like working its way through the channel. So you could find like um, business processes, the flow of like energy, like when I talk about working its way through the channel, sometimes that's kind of like just waiting for things to come down the pipeline. Um, and sometimes like there are blockages, right? But sometimes if we think from a universal perspective and everything and being in divine flow, there are truly no blockages, are there? Maybe this is something to think about, and maybe that's like what's sinking in is when you think about like there are absolutely no blockages. There's only protection, right? Protection for you. So if something is prevented, something is delayed, something is denied, um, if we change our perspective about blockages, um, we will seek to be shown or to know um, if this is a not yet, what is the next step, right? What is the appropriate direction, path, or if you will, where is the flow, right? How do we get there? And so I kind of feel like if we take that perspective as opposed to feeling stuck or feeling blocked, then it will keep us maybe even in this energy of excitement for moving the right direction. I'm getting the energy of a maze, right? And if you think about a maze, if you go the wrong way, it's like, I can't get there. Well, you don't just like, try to break through there. You turn around and you say, okay, well, what is the right direction, right? Where there's continuous flow. And so I feel this energy that is perhaps coming in today that has something to do with that business. First thing in the morning, taking care of business. It kind of gives the energy of what could be like responsibilities, doing the things that you say that you will do, doing the things that I don't know why I'm kind of getting this energy of like sold, if I sold it, or if this can be like I talked about it, right? Talk it up. Then this is kind of what feels like coming through. The snake is the energy that's clarifying that. We know snake venom can go both ways, right? Heal or kill. And so, whatever this is, it feels is perhaps what someone is doing with the merchant. It's either fixing, healing things, or it could certainly be, it's a dual nature, right? Killing things that don't belong, getting rid of what shouldn't be here, what's not necessary, what's not needed, and perhaps in order to heal, in order to provide healing. So, something about the AM, it feels like, and this doesn't have to mean that it's business, it can just be your business, right? I also heard show business, but it could certainly be like, that's your business to tend to, and you have a responsibility to what could be accentuate the positive, and remove or extract what I feel the negative. But it feels like something about timing is at play today, and whatever this is. So whatever area of life this is, it's time to get down to business, right? I need to either fix this, or I need to get rid of whatever this is, okay? So again, these could definitely involve relationships of some sort, right? This could also be things, right? If I get rid of this, I'll feel a lot better once this is again off my plate. Once it's taken care of, once it's managed, time or attention has been given to whatever this is, okay? So something about the AM is earth energy, what we have here. So it's just kind of giving like something mundane is very likely. Now, moving into the afternoon, we have the widower. Okay, this could indicate that you're actually dealing with a widower. You could be the widower. Obviously, a widower has to do with laying an aspect of connection to rest. This was a part of me. It's not a part of me anymore, right? Not in the same way that it was, at least. And the reality is that it'll never be a part of me in the way that it used to be ever again. So whether this is so specific to someone who, I even see the widower as often as divorce, because although people do remarry after divorce, they seldom do. And y'all forgive me because I've been up, I haven't got myself together for today. I've been up cleaning, but I'm kind of getting an energy here of, this can even be like, I don't know why I'm getting the energy of something for sale, but this is kind of like a sale, like once and for all. Like once I sell it, I'm not buying it back, or I'm not getting it back. Whether you are making some sort of a purchase from this person, or whether they're purchasing something from you, there's also this energy, because the lion is clarifying. We have fire coming in. This energy of like, I have my eyes on something better. So it's like the afternoon, there's a benefit, an assurance or a sense of confidence in laying something to rest, giving some sort of finality to something. And I'm very assured of that because I know what I see. And if I lay this to rest, then it's almost like a confidence that I can have whatever this is. So there's something transitioning, it feels, in the afternoon. In the widower, I have to think too, a widower is not always like the happiest, right? Because they feel maybe abandoned in so many regards. And keep in mind, sometimes it can be laying feelings like that to rest, perspectives or way of mind, right? This is robbing me of my pride or my confidence because I feel abandoned, by you or in this situation or circumstance. So you could find ways of the past, even ways of thinking, ways of being that have been taking your pride or self-assurance or confidence. You could be doing something about it to lay those things to rest, which makes me feel like there's something on the other side, okay? Because the last card out that I have for the evening is the Hope card. And it's clarified by the crocodile. So it gives again this energy of like having one's eye on something, be on the lookout. I don't know why I kind of feel like you're on the lookout for something. I'm not really getting a lurking energy with the crocodile. I just kind of get this energy of like your eyes are open, keeping your eyes peeled, remaining hopeful for something that I feel like you are anticipating, like I want to be ready or be up on this is kind of what it feels, especially with the fish at the bottom of this deck. And I see the dragon right underneath it. It's almost like you anticipate, you can sense, you can feel something swimming in. And this is water, right? So it makes sense that you would be able to sense what could be like a shift in the current, movement taking place, right? Especially if we had a lion here, we're looking at some form of action. But if you can sense movement, you're keeping your eye out. So crocodile wants to do what? Catch the fish. And I feel like that's why you're hopeful, because if I just keep my eyes open, if I'm paying attention, if I'm watchful, then when whatever this flow is current, whatever it is, when there's movement taking place, as her, I'm going to catch it. Okay. I want to say I did a daily grind the other day that was something about like I caught that. Some of you may want to go back and check that out, because there could be messages there, obviously, similar context here. But I just feel with the crocodile here, there's a hopefulness of what could be like spotting something, but I also get, I get that this is beyond hopefulness. It's almost like I know it's there. I'm confident. Um, Perhaps even that it'll, if I do this, there will be some sort of change. And then what feels like a very watchful eye, to see the flow of energy change. Some of you, this could be energetics, but it just feels like doing this is going to get rid of something that needs to go. It's going to heal something that needs to be healed. And I'm sure, very certain of that is really what I'm getting, is a certainty. But then just kind of like keeping an eye out, watching, it feels like for a shift in the energy, for the energetic flow to change in a circumstance. With that dragon there, something makes me feel like um, something, whatever you're doing, something is taking place. It's either going to show you, right? Or it's going to show someone external, perhaps even both. Sometimes this is um, showing you, is helping you to like refine your process, the way you do things, the way you operate, the way you function, right? Because when you take some sort of action and you see a shift, then you, what it does is it's like, okay, I know what makes things shift. I know what makes things change. It could also show others that, right? Um, if you're already aware of that, it could refine things for them and reveal some things that say, oh, well, now that I see you're doing this, this could be giving someone confidence in you. Okay. It could be giving someone confidence in you. It could be giving you confidence in yourself. It could be giving you confidence in someone else. But the beauty of this is that sometimes that's all around, and this is just what's needed, because something, like I said, while I feel like you're keeping an eye out, for some of you, this is kind of like, if there is anybody watching you, well, I feel like they're going to see as well. Okay. It's almost like they're going to see whatever this shift is, and that could be giving, again, confidence or assurance in you. So that's what I have. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. We're going over to Patreon, check in with members, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.